Hello, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I hope you're doing great. It's another new day and it's another new session. Hopefully, we want to cover some things here on this webinar. We actually organized this webinar in order for people to understand what we mean by Forex trading and how they can have an understanding about the business, the risk involved, the reward involved, opportunities in the industry, and who are your competitors. Like you need to have a ground knowledge about this investment, like this business before you go into it. And that is the reason why this webinar is a place for newbies and skilled trader. Our profession, like our mission, is that we are to train newbies and professional traders in becoming successful in their trading career. And how we do this is by achieving a long-term relationship with that trader so that that trader, we can monitor his progress till he or she achieves the full potential in his trading career. And that is exactly what we are very, very going to do, because everybody we have in our platform and all our trainees, that is how we've been maintaining our relationship and we've been tracking their records. We have a means where we track their records to make sure that yes, these people are achieving their goals in their trading career. Actually, it's something that takes a time, but with the little time that you are going to invest in this, it is worth putting the attention to. I bet it is worth putting attention to. So now what we want to do in this webinar is that we want to introduce you, as I've said, into Forex the environment. So we want to tell you how it looks like. So we are Super Impulse Academy, and my name is Abiodun Bamidele, and I'm going to take you through this webinar. So let's go. So in this webinar, this is the flyer that we presented to you, which you have seen, and we are very sorry if we actually come late and we couldn't present this thing as early as we can. So many unforeseen circumstances beyond our control, and we'll make sure that we still achieve this goal, which is what we are expected to do, and we are already doing it. So let's go to the next slide. We have what we call the introduction to Forex trading. We need to, whatever business you're doing, you need to have an introduction to that business. Have at least an idea about it. If you have an idea, then you begin to draw questions. From your questions, you begin to draw answers. From your answers, then you begin to draw judgment. But maybe you should take that decision or not. So that is why we bring up an introduction. At least you should have an idea about this. So the introduction to Forex trading in a layman language. So let us go. Forex trading is also known as the FX market. It's a global market that never sleeps except Saturdays and Sundays. It's just like your normal working hours. You work from 9 to 5 in your working business, but on Saturdays and Sundays, you are not to work. You are to rest. You need to give the body rest. Likewise, the Forex market. And the reason why Forex market is not open on Saturdays and Sundays is because banks, they don't, their normal trading hours is not on Saturdays and Sundays. So banks and anything transaction that deals with money transaction, it occurs mainly on Monday to Fridays. And the market sleeps by 10:30 p.m. on Friday and 11 p.m. if you are trading AUD USD, it closes 11 p.m. on Friday, Nigerian time. So now Forex trading is also known as the global market, and it's known as the foreign exchange market. Foreign exchange is an aspect whereby you are exchanging the currency that is not your currency. You are exchanging your home currency to another currency. So while you are doing this, you are not doing this physically. You are doing this over the counter. So that is why we said it is enabled for purchases of goods and services. Example, you living in Nigeria, you want to buy shoe in a retail outlet company in US. So what you need to do is that there will be a merchant that will serve as a subsidy, that will serve as a middleman between you and that retail outlet business that you are buying shoe from. So that merchant will be the one to exchange your naira and change it to the exchange rate of dollar. In the movement of this transaction is called the foreign exchange, because your naira is being exchanged to dollar. And in respect to this transaction, there are numbers of people in the world doing the same thing that you are doing and trading the same way that you are trading. So what they do is that the financial market, we have different types of traders. We have the technical traders, fundamental traders, and sentimental traders. As a technical trader, which we are going to train you, you read the demand and supply, you note a lot of strategies, you know price action and all that. But if you're a fundamental trader, you need to know about interest rates, you need to know about monetary policy and all that. So either you or the company that you buy from pay the shoes in dollars. So those transactions are what we call the foreign exchange. So the exchange rate is, for example, naira to dollar is 404 naira or 415 naira or whatever the exchange rate is presently, because it's fluctuating in the market. So whatever the exchange rate is right now, that exchange rate from one naira to one US dollar, whatever the exchange rate is called the foreign exchange. Then the exchange rate has another name whereby we call it PEEP. So now that is another thing when you go deep into the forex market. So now the world market is where large movement of transactions and services are made. So let's go to the next slide. We don't want to waste much of our time so that you can wrap up and get an understanding of this. So in the business, you need to understand who are your competitors, who are those that have an higher edge than you. You are investing 100,000 naira, you are investing 5,000 naira. Someone that invests 30 million, someone that invests 1 million would have an edge more than someone that invests 100,000 or someone that invests 50,000 naira. So in the respect of this, you need to know who are those that have more capital than you in the forex market. Who are those that can manipulate the market because they have the higher capital? And who are those? They are called the banks, the investment firms, hedge fund managers, the institutional firms, and retail investors, just as you and I. Some retail investors are out there, they have money that they can move the market. But investment firms like banks, they invest like $100 million per people. And you as a retail investor, you're investing $100. So imagine these people know how you trade. They read your mind. They manipulate your thinking. That is why people are they have an erroneous belief that Forex is not a business for everyone. Whereas if you understand the principle, all businesses in the world have their own principles. So if you follow the principles of any business you are doing, then definitely you should outperform the market. So when you understand those who have a higher edge than you need to think like them. So now the second thing, what do you trade in Forex? When you just hear the Forex financial markets, their financial market is a very wide market. We have stock, we have bonds, but in the Forex market as a whole, we have the currencies. You trade currencies in the Forex market, such as the euro, Great Britain, US dollars. You trade commodities such as sugar, coffee, gold, silver, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all that. So what are the key major things that drive these currencies? One thing that drives the economy that you need to know is that interest rate. When the CBN or when the bank of that country mention an interest rate, it immediately affects the economy, whether positively or negatively. When interest rate rises, you should know that food price will rise, a lot of things will rise, household will rise, even for them to borrow money. Companies will not want to borrow money because of interest rate has already risen. So a lot of things will drop and a lot of things will be positive and negative. So, but when you read this, you are trading US dollars. You, as a fundamental trader, you need to know about the monetary policy, the non-farm payroll, unemployment rate, elections in the country that regulate that currency that you are trading. Likewise, the fiscal policy, the tax rate, How many companies are paying tax? How many companies are not paying tax? When they are paying tax, what are they using the tax to do? Is it improving the economy? Is it regulating? Is it meeting every household? When you look at the CPI, the Consumer Price Index, you look at a lot of things that drives the economy. So when you look at all these things, it will give you a ground knowledge about the currency you are trading in the financial market. As I have said, what we dwell in this Super Impulse Academy, what you are going to be trained is as a technical trader and 50% of fundamental analysis. So let's go to the next slide. How do these things benefit you when you trade, when you learn trading, and when you learn with us? Number one is that you'll be economically inclined. You won't spend anyhow. You will think on how to maximize your profit and how to minimize your risk. Now, when you do this, by being economically inclined, you know the economy. When someone tells you that sugar price is rising, you already know the reason why it's rising. When someone tells you that fuel price has risen, you already know the reason why fuel price has risen. You have the higher knowledge than them. So you don't need to debate with them, with someone who is ignorant. You need to debate with someone who has the knowledge like you. So now you have the financial literacy as well. The creation of wealth is very, very paramount when you learn this. And also you become a market analyst, you become a strategy provider, you teach others, and you let others to know you by creating value. So these are the things that you benefit when you learn this business. So what you would learn with us in forex trading is that we have what we call, we have the candlesticks. It's just like the babies. You have the trading management. The trading management is like the business plan. When you have a business plan that is put in place, you won't go outside the plan. Your mind will cut across the plan on how to achieve your goals. So we have the risk management. The risk management talks about how to minimize your risk, the principles behind minimizing your risk. The problem of people in trading forex is that they are greedy. When you hear about forex, you see that yes, you can make a lot of money in it, but why can't you think about the downside that you can lose everything? But there are those who are making it. Why don't you ask them, how are you making it? What type of strategy are you using to make it? Then that is when you begin to draw your judgment. It is from the risk management and trading management. When these two are down, all these are down. These two work hand in hand. But when you come to us and you want to learn, we will teach you the right principles to achieve your trading goals. So the next slide is how many months program that we have. We have the test of forex. The test of forex is just as if you're having a tip, and it's a 2 month program. That 2 month program, you will learn, and the goal is to trade professionally, but not to the level of a higher expert, not to the level of an expert. At least you would have at least 60% and hedge trading and understanding the financial market. So, and it's just for 2 months. We have the mentorship, it's for 3 months. The mentorship is breaking down in case if you don't want to take it, maybe due to your time. You can take market structure for 1 month, take the smart money concept for 1 month, or you take the whole mentorship for the whole 3 months. So now, what are the benefits you are going to enjoy when you come here, when you trade in Super Impulse Academy? You have a free trading account. We are affiliate partner with All Forex. As you can watch their video from the session provided, we have free videos for you and of your classes that you've taken with us. We have the weekly checkup. We call you every week. How are you doing? How is your trading? How have you been trading? What are the challenges you're facing? By the time we draw your conclusions, we gather the observations and we recommend a good idea for you to improve in the next following week. We call you again until your trading program lapses. Until that month, until that trading program lapses, that's when we stop the weekly call. And we keep calling you. We organize some free general class to people so that our students can keep knowing what they have learned before. So we have a demo trading for 1 month. After you've traded, especially test of forex, you demo trade for 1 month. We analyze your trade, and you can see that this is even more than 2 months program. You trade for 2 months, you demo trade, like it's just like an exam. You demo trade for 1 month, we set up a challenge, give you trading rules and all that. By the time you follow those rules and you achieve your profit target, we recommend you to fund your account. So we don't recommend to fund accounts except you follow our ways and principles. When you follow our principles and you achieve those principal goals, then we can even advise you 100% that go and fund the account, because we know that you understand what you are doing. So we have free books. We have books that we have written ourselves that we can also give out to you to give you a ground knowledge and a very, very detailed analysis about what you are going to learn. So we have live membership on our platform for news and updates on Bitcoin and all that. So you can message us on anywhere. You can search for us on Facebook, Super Hypers Academy. Watch our videos on YouTube, Super Hypers Academy. You can find us on Instagram, Super Hypers Academy, on Telegram, Super Hypers Academy. You can also call us on. We provide some numbers for you to call us, or you can message us on our WhatsApp. So, as any messages and we welcome, and questions that you would like to welcome, we are always there for you at every step of the way. So now we are, as we have said, we are affiliate partner with our Forex, and we are looking forward to work with you. We are looking forward to render our service with you. We are looking forward to explore the world with you. Thank you very much. And I also appreciate you for joining this webinar. And if you have any questions, as I have said, kindly reach out to us. Kindly reach out to us on +234-8145-785141. +234-4578-5141. So anytime, any day, we are with you at every step of the way. And I want to wish you a very, very blessed day ahead and a very, very good evening. Thank you.